Hey soldier, let's get right tonight.
Yo, welcome to the the-solgr-and-fusha-only-show. I'm Soldier Only.
Fuchsia Only here as well.
And we got a big Deatiny episode for you this week. Rise of Iron is finally dropping in less than 48 hours. Really early Tuesday morning. I think it's around it's like 3 or 4 in the morning our time.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So it's finally just about here, and I am so excited for it. I cannot wait till we get some new Deatiny content.
Or even some answers to the whole illness plague that's been going on. Everybody's infected with like virus. Some is good, some is still a lot unknown.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It started. I think we're getting close to 72 hours. Last time I checked this website that popped up regarding it, it was at like 68 or 69 hours. So we're getting close to pretty much 3 days. And what happened? There was this pretty well-known Deatiny streamer. He was streaming, and he noticed on his character screen that there was a buff on his character, and he put his little mouse cursor over it, and it said that he was getting experience points, XP, and reputation gains, like almost doubling it. And he didn't really know what it was because he hadn't popped anything that should be giving him this buff, so he had no idea where it came from. And right as he was noticing this, someone started talking in his chat with the name of Owl Sector, and it said something along the lines of, remain calm, Guardian. We have discovered a foreign disease or foreign infection in your systems. But remain calm, and we're investigating it. And upon further investigation, some people clicked on this Owl Sector's name, and what it did, it linked him to a website, which was owlsector.bungie.net. And as you know, Bungie is the creators of Deatiny, so. And on this website, there's a map of Earth, and as time has gone on, it updates the website technically has been updating every hour, but this map of Earth, it keeps just reflashing of real time of how this infection has spread throughout the Deatiny universe.
I have yet to be affected.
Well, yeah, because you haven't gone into the Crucible. Because
that's true. Yeah, it happens in the Crucible, and I haven't escalated to playing Crucible. Probably won't for a while, but that's where you go. And there's a bunch of different myths of how to get it and what causes you to get it. Yeah. That changes as well. It's not like there's a lot of theories out there, and you'll go and try and do that, and you still won't get it. But if you do something else, then you end up getting it. It's very interesting, and I am interested to see what Bungie is all about on Tuesday.
Yeah, you would think once Rise of Iron launches and once it goes live that we should definitely have a lot more answers about it. But what's interesting about it too is there is 5 different of these little viruses, and they're called one second while I pull this up. I don't have it up right now, but yeah, there is 5 different ones, but the thing is, all 5 of them, no matter what, it does the same buff. It's not like each one has a different buff for your character. So they all do the same one, and they don't stack. So whether you have 2 of them, like my character, my hunter does, or if you have 5 of them, it doesn't matter. Like you're still getting a buff. They don't stack. So it's not like if you have 5 of them, you're getting crazy gains on it. But there's one called Brilliance 3.2, Glory 2.1, Splendor 2.6, Magnificence 2.0, and Fortitude 3.1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at the map right now, and it's crazy. It's just about full. Like the whole map of Earth, it's just about full now. Like this infection has pretty much covered the entire planet Earth.
Which is really cool, in a way. But, I mean, we still don't know and probably won't know until Tuesday if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
And it's possible that ever since it started, it has been good. Obviously, since it's a buff for our characters, but it can turn bad. Yeah, you never know.
You never know. That's why I'm kind of glad I don't play the Crucible yet, because I would just I would want the buff to up my score and everything, but I'd be terrified of the long-term effect, because wasn't there somebody where it was flickering on them and then singing and...
Yeah, I did hear something about that. I read something about that somewhere, that someone was noticing that they were like, their vision, so like when they were playing the game, like there was little flickering like going on the edge of their screen, and it was and obviously it was probably related to this thing that's going around. And another thing I want to mention is, like, I have heard around that I guess that you can get some of these like through PvE, like through just some of the single player stuff, like through like strikes or patrols. So I have heard people that have gotten it. I personally didn't. I personally got the 2 that I have through Crucible, so that is how I got mine. And I know that that's how the majority of them did, at least. And from looking at the website, like there's definitely more of certain ones of the viruses than the others. Like, it seems like the majority of the biggest one spread is the Brilliance 3.2, and I believe that's one of the ones my character has. I think I have Brilliance 3.2, and it might be Magnificence 2.0, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look again.
I think it is Magnificence.
Magnificence.
If I can pronounce words.
Yeah, they're big words.
Hey, now.
They're big for me too. But upon further investigation of the website, there's like this little circular like owl logo that you can click on. It says Open Owl Sector Records, and when you go on it, you can click on each virus and what it is. There's conversations between all these different characters in the Destiny universe, and it's these conversations that have been transcribed. And you can read, so it obviously has a lot to do with the lore and
the Rise of Iron.
Right. Yeah. So it's really rooted in the lore of Destiny, and it's a really big part of the story, and so it's going to be really interesting to see. And you kind of like, there's like a lot of characters in here that I haven't even really heard of, but admittedly, I don't really read a ton of the Grimoire cards, so I haven't dived like really deep into all the lore behind Destiny. I mean, I know a good amount of it, but definitely not an expert on it by any means. But that's one of the things I'm really excited for with Rise of Iron, is getting diving in and playing the main story and quest missions, because I'm really excited for the main story too, because I really want to learn a lot about the Iron Lords. They're really interesting, so I want to see more about what happened to them, like how they all died and how they all sacrificed themselves to save humanity and lock away this technology, SIVA. And there's also a lot of theories about this infection going on, about who's behind it, what's going on. Like I personally, and one theory I've heard a lot of, and it's one I personally kind of believe in. I think that this infection is probably going to have a lot to do with SIVA, the technology that the Fallen has discovered and that they're using in Rise of Iron.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yeah. It should be interesting, and like you said in the beginning, it is about less than 48 to 48 hours away.
Yeah.
So we should be getting some answers here soon.
Yeah, when I was just looking at the website, I was noticing it actually said it said last scan was at 75 hours since initialization. See? There's big words I can't say too. So it has been a little over 3 days. Excuse me. Has been a little over 3 days since this started. Yeah, and like these logs, these conversation logs that are transcribed on the website, they update it ranges. Some of them are popping up like a new one every hour. Some of them update more slowly. So a lot of the Destiny content creators and streamers and guardians and stuff have been just constantly trying to figure out what's going on. The night that it actually all started, I was watching a stream, and the streamer ended up getting in a fire team with a few of his friends that are also pretty big, well-known Destiny streamers and content creators, and they started just running strikes and nightfalls and patrols and missions, and they were just doing all this stuff, exploring the whole Destiny universe, just roaming around everywhere, trying to see if there's anything different anywhere, or trying to find answers on what was going on. And like we said, we're a couple hours over 3 days into it now, and we know pretty much about as much as we did on day one.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
I mean, with these conversations that are being transcribed on the website, we are like, you are learning about like kind of like what others are doing. I mean, because there was like even talk of like the tower being quarantined and closed down and stuff, which it was starting to get a lot of Destiny players and Guardians in an uproar.
Yeah.
Deservedly so, because I'd be pretty pissed if they did that too. But Deej from Bungie did get on Twitter yesterday evening and did confirm that the tower will not be closing down or quarantined. He said specifically, quote, like he said, we are gaining social space, not losing one. Obviously referring to the Fellwinter Peak social space that we'll be getting in Rise of Iron.
Yes, and that's been what's been going on mostly with the video games, and the football season has started, so we're working on watching some more of that. My Packers play tonight.
Yeah, we're actually gonna try and watch that. So tomorrow on the blog, there's a good chance I should probably have something about football.
Yeah, because it's finally
writing about some sports.
Web.
I know. When I started this whole sports nerd web, when I first started getting ideas of it, the basketball season was still going on and all this, but then that ended, and then there was literally this big, huge drought in sports, and there's been so much going on the video game sides of things, so I've always had all this video game stuff to write about. But like we've said before, football season's starting, basketball season will be soon, so there should definitely be a lot more sports coming up in our content.
Yes, there should be. It's a work in progress. I mean, our fantasy football league is doing pretty good so far. We still need to work out some kinks with learning how to use the app.
Yeah, I haven't, and admittedly so, I haven't even really looked into it. Because we've been pretty busy, so. Yeah,
we have been really busy.
Yeah,
keeping up with everything else.
Yeah, this is our first episode that we're actually recording in our little makeshift studio that we put down, so. Yeah,
we're no longer in the car, which is nice, really nice, that we even got this new mic now, so that should help us a little more, too.
Yeah, it should sound better, and yeah. So we're getting there.
Moving on up. Yeah. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, and we're all new to all this that we're doing. New to blogs, new to the streaming, new to YouTube videos, definitely new to podcasts.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you have any questions or comments, get at us and let us know if you want to know our opinion on something or something you want to hear us talk about. Definitely hit us up and let us know and give us reviews.
Yeah, you can email the show at the-solgr-and-fusha-only-show @gmail.com. And that's gonna do it for this week's episode. You can check out our past episodes at our podcast page at Spreaker.com/user/sportsnerdweb. I do my live streams on Twitch at twitch.tv/solgr-only. The best place to follow us to keep updated with everything is on our Twitter at SportsNerd48. I have a new Instagram at SoldierOnlyGaming. That's one word, no spaces or underscores. And obviously the main website is sportsnerdweb.wordpress.com. So we'll see you next week.
Yep. Peace out.
Thanks.